Ladies and gentlemen, it's Metagetics. I'm back, and I'm back with a whole new series. This is going to be review and recap, where we hope to highlight the best parts of the episode, give you my opinions, and of course interact below. Leave your comments and what you thought as well. I'll be happy to interact with each and every one of you. This week we're covering Dragon Ball Super Episode 96. It's going to be the prelude to the Tournament of Powers beginning. Of course, next week with episode 97, we're going to see the beginning of the actual tournament. But this one is basically a grand setup. We're going to have a few interactions. We get a lot more characters introduced for the first time, and a whole lot of build-up. And I tell you what, this is the meat and potatoes we've all been waiting for. The episode starts off with we're over the arena for the tournament, and the arrival of the 4 gods of destructions to the universes that are exempt, of course, with their respective Kais and angels as well. It's it's Universe 1, 5, 8, and 12. Now, these guys are exempt because they rank among the top 4 universes' quality of life and mortality level. This was reviewed and gone over before in episodes previous that I've not reviewed, and I do apologize about that, but I'll be sure to catch every episode after this. So they're exempt from the tournament. They don't have to fight for survival, but whoever loses in this tournament, their universe, as of now, will be wiped out from existence. They won't be no more. The only exception are the angels from each universe. The Grand Priest did state that they will be exempt from being erased. But the gods of destruction, the Kais, and every single mortal or living being in each universe that does not win the tournament will be extinguished and no longer exist. That includes any timelines, alternate realities, everything. Heavens, hells, all of it's gone. So the stakes are pretty high. Now, of course, if you think about it, Universe 7 should be okay, given the fact that, as of now, the end of Dragon Ball Z still takes place after this. So, needless to say, they're going to survive, but we don't know how. But I digress. Let me go and step back. They arrive with the 4 gods of destruction. They see the arena, and they're impressed, but they're concerned that it cannot withstand the amount of abuse it will take when all 80 fighters fight. Now, the Grand Priest hears the concerns, and he lets them know that the arena is comprised and made of material called Kachikachin, I believe is how you say it, and it's a material stronger than what was used to break the Z-Sword back in the Buu Saga. So he believes it'll withstand the abuse, but he implores them to go ahead and have an exhibition match to test it out for themselves. Now, with Zeno, the Omni King, in attendance, 3 of the 4 gods of destruction jump the opportunity to try and show off and kind of show their dominance. Now, they square off in the middle of the ring, and the Grand Priest initiates the combat, and they go off. At first, we can't see any of their movements because they're going at such a high speed and ability, but after a moment, then we're kind of brought up to their speed so we can at least catch and see some of their movements. I mean, these guys are darting in and out. They are blasting at each other, hitting each other, striking each other, blocking each other, and sure enough, the ring starts taking that pounding and it starts breaking apart. They start doing some ki blasts, some abilities we've not seen before that are quite impressive, and I can't wait to see more of what they have. These guys have not had a lot of screen time. Their names have been revealed, but I don't know them off the top of my head, and I don't have them saved in memory. So you have to excuse me on that one. I do apologize. But these guys are going at it. No one really shows an advantage over the other. No one really shows to be weaker or intimidated or on the defensive. They're going all out from what we can tell. It's a short match. They finally end with this huge ki blast in the middle. Each one fires their own respective ki, and each ki blast is actually a different color. I thought it was great. The animation was on point, spot on. It looked amazing. The score was great. The music, it was all. It had my full attention. So the ki blast goes in. It goes off. Huge explosion. It knocks off the middle of this the pillar in the arena. I mean, there's holes and craters everywhere, and the Grand Priest looks at it, and he's like, all right, well, I appreciate you guys pointing out the weak spots. Now fix it. So he has them fix the mess they just made, which they didn't expect at all. And come to find out, Zeno was in his palace sleeping, resting up for the tournament. So they had this huge exhibition match, which I'm sure he would have loved to have watched, but, you know, he didn't see it, and they kind of just, they didn't get to show off either, so they were kind of bummed out, and now they got to fix the arena they just messed up. Transitioning over to the next scene, we go over back to Universe 7, back to Earth at Capsule Corps, and Goku arrives with Frieza, adorned with the halo above his head, because of course he's only back for 24 hours. They show up, it's about time to go, and Gohan and the Grand Kai, or Supreme Kai, they want to go over the plans on how to stick together, try to conserve stamina, don't go all out, don't get caught in a position that would be, you know, bad for the team. And of course, Vegeta, Goku, and Frieza all kind of have a problem with it. You know, the full-blooded Saiyans and Frieza don't like his plan. You kind of chalk it up to Frieza not having that much respect for Gohan. Every time they've met, Frieza's kind of basically mollywopped him and not really had any respect for the kid, unfortunately. He sees himself as above everybody else, and that's just how Frieza is. Goku and Vegeta kind of assure him, they kind of go back and forth with Frieza, a little squabble here and there. It was funny stuff. But it comes down to about time for him to teleport to the World of Void, where the arena is for the Tournament of Power. And Whis tells them, go ahead, everybody hold hands so we can teleport. And so they all hold hands, they teleport over, and once they seem to be the first to arrive, and they're amazed by the arena, they're impressed. Krillin, Tien, everybody feels great. And all of a sudden, slowly but surely, the other universes start popping up. And the first one to really take notice is Universe 6. And right away, just like we've all been waiting for, Frieza and Frost see each other immediately. And they're impressed. They kind of step off to the side and talk about, oh, you like to rule with power? Yes. And they seem almost like kindred spirits, and they kind of offer a little truce and say, you want to work together? Yeah, let's work together. Well, let's see what we can do. And that's about all we get from that. Almost like a tease. Goku sees Kaba runs over, calls Vegeta Master. Vegeta kind of scoffs at him. And Kaba brings over the other two Saiyans, Caulifla and Kale. Goku's impressed, wants to shake Caulifla's hand. She slaps it away. She doesn't care because, you know, for her, they're there for survival. She doesn't care about the other Saiyans. So Goku acknowledges them, and that's really all that happens. The next thing we see, a real quick highlight, or I guess you call it an Easter egg almost, is Goku notices that Universe 2 has a Yardrat. And the Yardrat are the race that actually taught him the instant transmission, or the instantaneous movement. With them being Universe 2 raises a few questions. One, are the Yardrat native to Universe 7? Or are they native to Universe 6? Universe 2? It's really hard to tell, because at first a lot of us thought it was Universe 6 Yardrat just because those are mirror universes. But apparently they may not be, and that's all we know for now. It's just a lot of speculation. Next thing we see is Universe 4, you know, Bergamo, Lavender, they show up, the trio of danger, the three coyotes, or the wolves. They show up, everybody kind of pops in. Every universe has 10 fighters, although there is one that they only see 8, but Tien can sense a couple more, so it might be invisible, or it might be something else to that. Maybe a fusion, I don't know. But it's real quick highlights because there's so many fighters, we don't have any time to really get to know any of them. There's one universe that has a bunch of metal men, really cool stuff. So the next thing we see is Universe 11, the Pride Troopers show up. And they arrive in magnificent fashion. They pop up like Power Rangers. They have all their poses like the Ginyu Force, and explosions go off in the background, different colored smoke. I mean, they're here to make an entrance, and they certainly did. And right away, Goku can feel the power from Jiren. Now, Jiren is going to be the big dog. From all the press release and all the promotion we've seen, Jiren is the guy to beat, and Goku cannot wait to, you know, he's chomping at the bits to get some. He walks over, he sees Toppo, he acknowledges Toppo, says, hey, I hope to finish what we started. Toppo just doesn't care, kind of brushes him off, says, look, I'm not here for you, I'm not here for a grudge, I'm here for the, you know, survival of my universe. And we're not sure if Toppo really told everybody else. I'm assuming he did tell everybody else about the brief exhibition match they had. and that this is all kind of Goku's fault. We'll see. We still don't know. A lot of speculation, a lot of questions left unanswered, but a lot more questions to ask. Goku kind of leans over, sees Jiren as, hey, what's up? And before he can finish his sentence, Jiren pops up behind Goku like, just instantly. Goku is kind of on the defensive. He can't believe what's going on. He's like, hey, when did you do that? And Jiren's like, yo, what do you want, buddy? Like, kind of, go away. And Goku cannot wait to fight this guy. He can tell this guy's a big player, a big hitter, and he's nothing to be scoffed at. So, going on, that's basically everybody's assembled. Not too much else happened. The three gods of destruction that messed up the arena, they're putting the final touches on the match, or on the stage to fix it. They start kicking in overdrive. They start flying blocks left and right. People are dodging, jumping around. And another interesting thing happened is like 3 or 4 blocks were flying towards Jiren and Goku. Goku saw him coming. He jumped up and dodged out of the way. But Jiren didn't budge. He didn't move anywhere. He kind of sensed where they were going, which kind of shows a new level of awareness that could really be a plus for him. And we'll have to wait for the tournament to start to really see what's going on. On top of that, I didn't mention it before, but the Grand Priest explained that the arena is special. What happens is the gravity is relative to each person based on their home planet. That way it's fair for everybody, and there is no flying allowed. Now, the only exception to that is if it's like a bird or like a winged animal or somebody that naturally has the ability to fly without using ki, then they can still fly. Besides that, it's just jumping or high jumping, and that's about it. You're grounded. So if you go off the edge, you're off the edge. There's no getting back unless you got a technique that can get you back that is not flying. So hopefully we see something like that, like maybe Piccolo get knocked off, he'll stretch his arms out, grab the edge, and pull himself back in. We don't know, but that's something that could happen. This tournament, it's going to be big. This is the biggest thing we've seen yet for Dragon Ball Super, or Dragon Ball Z, everything. We've not seen a fight or an event to this scale yet. And being a longtime Dragon Ball fan, I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what happens. That's about it for the episode. Not a whole lot else happened. That's really what's going on. So everybody's ready to fight. I'm assuming next episode 97 next week, it's going to be maybe 5 or 10 minutes of final prep for the tournament. Everybody get their places, and then the tournament's going to start. I saw the previews for next week's episode. It looks intense. It's just fight nonstop. We got Goku fighting 3 or 4 different people. We got the Pride Troopers in action. We see Master Roshi bulked up doing a Kamehameha wave. We see everything we could even imagine to want. And it's just the first episode of the tournament actually starting. Who knows how long it's going to last? It could be 5 episodes, 10 episodes, 15 episodes. It's hard to tell, but we do know that the tournament is only supposed to last for the 48 minutes. A 48-minute tournament to 48 minutes to dictate who survives and who dies. Excuse me for rambling or stuttering. I'm excited, guys. This got me marking out. I can't wait. So if you guys are excited as I am, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think and what you feel is going to happen going forward. Who do you think is going to be the final 3 or 4 people in the tournament? What do you predict? What do you think is going to happen? This is one of the most exciting times there is for Dragon Ball, and I cannot wait to see the next 3 or 4 episodes. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. And I see, with this tournament starting, I see Dragon Ball taking over the top chart in Japan for episodes. Like the weekly reviews, I know that One Piece has been like the long-reigning king for the longest time because One Piece has been going on forever. I know, I think it was last episode, or the episode that Frieza was revived, he actually took the top place for highest rated televised anime. It took first place away from One Piece. But either way, that's here nor there. I'm really excited. You guys can't already tell. I'm just saying the same stuff over and over. So excuse me again. Just a long-time fan. Can't wait to see what else comes up next. And please join me again next time for another episode of Review and Recap. I'll definitely be covering next week's Dragon Ball Super. And I might also pick up Boruto, a couple of things as well. So, I got a great passion for this stuff. I want to share it with you guys and leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to interact and talk back to anybody that responds. Hit that subscribe button. Give me some support. Show me some love. Every one of you count. And also catch you over on Twitter. I will interact and talk to everybody back as well. So hope you guys have a great day, great night, great morning, great week. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.